Hey Zebras, today we are going to work on our place value drawings, so buckle your seatbelts and get ready to do some math. We have 357 plus 95, and we're going to go ahead and first, as you know, stack those numbers. Let me change my ink for you. 357 plus 95. Stacking my ones, my tens, my hundreds to really see that place value. Now I'm going to make my math drawing, and I'm going to read left to right. 300. You're going to count out the tens with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give it some space. 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to make sure that the value matches my drawing. 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great, I'm good to move on. Now let's check this second add end. So I have 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Give it some space. 60, 70, 80, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check to make sure I drew 95. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. I'm going to tackle my first question. You're going to try to say it with me. Do I have enough ones to make a new 10? And I can see that there are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, yes, I do. So say it with me. We're going to cross out our ones. We're going to regroup them, and we're going to make a new 10 right away. So let's regroup those ones to make life easier. 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw your new 10 right away. And you can make a big deal of it by putting new next to your new 10. So for our math talk, we're really understanding place value, that we have regrouped our ones to make a new 10. Why? Because that would take a long time to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we can just read our picture and say 10 and see these two and know that that's 12. So let's go ahead and go back and see what other question that we have to ask. Think about that question. Okay, let's try it out. Do I have enough tens to make a new 100? So some might count them individually and say, make sure you count this one in. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. I have more than enough. Somebody's math path might be different, and they might see this number 9 and they say 90, and they see this new 10 and say 100, and then they know that they can regroup their tens to make a new 100. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and say 90. So 50 plus 40 is 90, 100. Draw your new 100 right away. And it's very important to cross out in an organized way so that you don't miss anything in your picture when you're looking at it to determine your sum, S-U-M, the answer to your addition equation. So now I'm going to take a look, and remember, we're going to pretend we're cowboys or cowgirls, and you're going to lasso your picture. And the reason we do that is because we don't want to miss anything in our drawing. We were regrouping our ones to make new tens. We were regrouping our tens to make a new 100. So I see that I have 2 1s. So I'm going to write that over here. And I'm going to check the reasonableness of that. Well, if I haven't memorized that my doubles are 5 plus 5 is 10, 2 more than that is 12. So yes, a 2 in the ones place is reasonable, and I can put my new 10 in my tens place because I have regrouped my ones to make that new 10. And I see that right here and how my picture and my equation match. Now I'm going to check my tens. So I count all my tens. Make sure you use your lasso and really check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm going to put a 5 in my tens place to represent 50. And I'm going to check the reasonableness of that. Sorry, I'm having a time with my words today. So I take a look and see, did I do that correctly? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I have a 6 here. I'm going to use related addition and subtraction to help me with my tens. And I have a 9 here. So I say 10 plus 6 is 16. 9 is one less than that, so I know that that is 15. Or I'm going to shift it over to tens and say 150. So yes, that 5 in the tens place makes sense, and I have a new 100, and that correlates with my drawing because I have a new 100 right here. So then I check my hundreds and make sure you include that new one. Remember, you're a cowboy or cowgirl. You check your whole picture. And I have 4, and I check the reasonableness of that. And yes, because I had to regroup my tens and make a new 100, it makes sense to say 300 plus my new 100 is 400. So did I have a new 10? Look, because I made a big deal of it, I can just check my picture and say yes. Did I have a new 100? And I look at my picture. Yes. And your answer was 452. Way to go, zebras.